We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Arming IRS agents, inflation still near record highs, Adams and Abbott continue to spar, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news from this week. After a federal judge gave the Justice Department a deadline to determine whether former President Trump supports or opposes unsealing the search warrant and property receipt used by the FBI to search his Mar-a-Lago home on Monday, the former president said he heartily supports the move. Release the documents now, Trump wrote on Truth Social, just hours after the judge's decision was announced. In a pair of posts, Trump called the raid on his Florida estate un-American, unwarranted, and unnecessary, and said he approved of the, quote, immediate release, unquote, of the warrant. The Washington Post has cited unnamed sources stating that classified documents relating to nuclear weapons were among the items that FBI agents were seeking in the search of Donald Trump's Florida residence. Inflation eased slightly, but still remained near record highs. The Consumer Price Index rose 8.5% year over year, while the Producer Price Index, which tracks wholesale prices, rose 9.8% year over year. Both measures decreased slightly from June. The decline came primarily from a drop in energy costs, which in turn was affected by a slowdown in demand as high gas prices kept people from driving. Biden has claimed that inflation was 0% in July, which is being disputed by voters in a recent poll, citing continually rising food prices. As the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which includes funding to increase the IRS hiring 87,000 new agents, the IRS has deleted a job posting seeking a special agent, quote, willing to use deadly force, unquote, for its law enforcement division titled Criminal Investigation. The deletion came amid renewed scrutiny of the IRS in response to the Democratic-backed spending bill that would double the size of the agency. As a special agent, you will combine your accounting skills with law enforcement skills to investigate financial crimes, the job advertisement read. While the description no longer appears on the IRS website, the IRS Criminal Investigation Special Agent job announcement continues to be open on USA Jobs and has not, as of yet, been taken down. USA Jobs is where these positions are posted and where applicants are referred to in order to apply, according to an IRS spokesperson. The IRS expansion has been labeled government overreach by opponents. Democrats say the expanded IRS would provide funds for their tax and spend agenda, but statistics have shown that just 4 to 9% of the money needed would come from businesses making north of $500,000 a year, meaning the legislation is in sharp contrast to President Biden's longstanding claim that he wouldn't raise taxes on anyone making less than $400,000. More buses carrying immigrants from the southern border have arrived in New York City after Mayor Eric Adams declared New York City as a sanctuary city. Adams claims that the city of 8 million citizens does not have the resources to handle the influx of less than 1,000 migrants that have arrived so far. Adams publicly stated that he is considering taking buses of New Yorkers down to Texas to campaign against Governor Abbott, who's sending these buses of migrants up to the Big Apple. Governor Abbott responded by quoting Clint Eastwood, saying, "Make my day." He went on to say that nothing would help him more in his campaign against Beto O'Rourke than New Yorkers telling Texans to vote against him. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of The Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Audible, and any platform that respects freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.